hold them accountable.
Hold them accountable.
But the key for this, and I'm getting to a point, right? I'm gonna land it eventually. But we have those three that's for agriculture. And the thing is, with each district in the country, any district is supposed to represent what the country looks like. So if you have a district that doesn't have agriculture, that doesn't represent what the country looks like. If you have a district that doesn't have any manufacturing, that doesn't represent what the country looks like. So the reason why they create these districts or cut them the way that they are is because they're supposed to be a representation of what this country as a whole looks like. So that you living in this district, you're not left out of the country's experience, right? But to Mr. Jacobs' point, is you have politicians that'll come in. Now, this our district, the Congressional District 2, which county are you guys in?
We're in Monroe.
Okay. In Congressional District 2, this district is 45% rural. That means almost half the district is rural. What we run into, the problem that we run into with politicians is that they'll campaign on metropolitan principles and then come over to the rural like, hey, what you need? All right, I got you. Then when they get in office, they're forgotten. We're forgotten. But the problem with that is half of the district is rural. You cannot forget the rural area because that's half of the district. And that's why we're so upside down as well. But we have agriculture, Barber, Russell, and Bullock. Now we have healthcare, hospitality, retail, trade, and manufacturing. That's our Macon County, Mobile, Crenshaw, and Montgomery, right? So now we're seeing how economy shifts. We have some areas, some counties that's holding heavy economy with a more diverse portfolio. Then you see others that don't have any economy going on, very little economy. And to that point, where we see Bullock being heavy on agriculture is also the highest in poverty. You see what I'm saying? Heavy agriculture, which to Mr. Jacobs' point is not bringing in a lot of money. And if we look back a couple of years with President Trump's first term, when he pushed the tariffs, they already suffered a blow from those tariffs. Bullock County, Covington, the entirety of what's considered this second congressional district, even though it wasn't the second back then, but this entire area still suffered because of that. You know, took a big old blow. Farmers expecting to get certain subsidies, loans that they were promised, grants that they were promised, and then trade wars occurred, and then it all goes up in smoke. So they are already trying to rebound what happened 6-8 years ago, and now we have another round, right? So again, Bullock, while it is heavy in agriculture, it also has one of the higher poverty rates. And this is how we're looking at economy as well for a district. What is the economic portfolio? What do they do? How strong is what they're doing? And then what is the poverty and what is the unemployment in those areas, right? Something's not we're getting lost, right? But this district lacks with organization. It does. We need more organizers. That's what this is about. I hope y'all accepted, you're all hired, okay? You're all hired. But to Mr. Jacobs' point, we have Bullock, we have Conecuh, and Pike. Also Clark, but a portion of Clark is in our district. But those are the top poverty rates, right? Conecuh, Bullock, and Pike. And everyone else didn't fall that, it was all, everyone's high. Everyone's high, with the exception of like Covington County and maybe Mobile. And that's insane. It's 13 counties. This is a pretty big district.
Well, I mean, I think it's insane that the minimum wage is lower than a carton of eggs. Like, that's insane
Just
to me.
think, it would take you 2 hours of work to buy a carton of eggs. It's upside down. And that's, again, if we are going to progress We have to figure out how to navigate around these families because they are anchored in prehistoric beliefs. And right now it's, just cutting off your nose to spite your face.